It's Saturday night. It's 6 o'clock. There's a tail hidden in the stars, and all we have to do is reach up and grab it. Welcome to Things in Space.
I'm in the insane!
Yes!
How is everybody doing?
Guys, it's Wes's birthday!
It's Wes's birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, thank you. And the lovely people on the stream got me birthday cupcakes that I got in the mail today. Thank you guys so much. Look at how adorable these are. I want you to see. Look how cute these little cupcakes are.
Of our crew.
Thank you guys, for real. That was so nice.
Well, you know what they say about birthdays, at least in Hobbit's land, in Lord of the Rings. It's not about getting gifts. It's more about giving gifts. And in the spirit of Wes's birthday, we're going to give out a gift tonight. We are giving out the Starfinder beginner box from Paizo. They're going to ship it as long as you live in North America. That's the only caveat to all of this. You live in North America, they're going to give it to you as long as you win this contest. Here's the contest. Every great show has the perfect relationship smushed together, right? There's Brangela, there's Benifer, I'm only thinking of ones that have Ben in their name.
Wonder why.
All of those are very, very important. And we want one as well. So, your job tonight is to tweet out this Twitch page. And you just click the little tweet button down there with your favorite ship name of one of the characters. It could be a PC, it could be an NPC, any of those squished together to form the most creative unity of them, using the hashtag ThingsInSpace and adding the DAT network. And we're going to search through and find somebody, and find somebody's that's the best. And at the end of this stream, they're going to win. Somebody's going to win a Wes birthday prize. Think about that there, folks. All right.
That's awesome.
So there's that.
I'm already thinking of some amazing names.
I came up with what I think will be the winner, but I don't want to say it until the very end in case nobody gets it, you know?
Okay.
So, I mean, if somebody comes up with the one that I came up with, they might just win it outright.
So, Vic Callister has a good question. Ship names like for the spaceship or for like shipping characters?
Shipping characters. Shipping characters. Yeah, that's what we really want. The ship has a name. It's called Ash. Are we ready to get into this?
Hold on. But it only counts if you tweet this stream with the ship name, right?
Right.
And hashtag things in space.
And hashtag things in space. So things in chat don't necessarily count.
Correct.
Exactly. Just don't give away your great answer.
These are good cupcakes.
There you go.
Oh,
all right.
Good.
Here we go. Last time, according to the ship's log.
Oh, sorry. The crew of the Scourge were in an overwhelming situation. The emotions and fear that surged through Mog and Captain Phoenix's mind nearly overwhelmed them as a hand reached through the console to destroy Mog. It turned out to be the Hesper Typhix, and although he was outrageously steamed from the crew opening fire on his engines, he relented. The crew's thoughtful attempts at explaining the true situation and their unwillingness to attack the goofish, confused creature turned Typhix, allowing his more peaceful nature to exude.
The rest of the alien spacecraft held little information for the crew. Of course, there was much galvanizing about the metal floors and walls, with attempts to find goods. The most unique piece of information, however, came from something the crew were resolute in not doing. Mog pushed the blinking red button. In doing so, an image of an effete human appeared before them. Amid the crackles and broken video, the image spoke something about seize the burning mother and came, while asking for forgiveness. With every corner of the vessel ransacked and searched, the Scourge towed the breath of the embers back to the now poorly named Far Portal Station. The job was done, and the adventure was over, so they thought.
They celebrated a job well done, reaping the bounty of their work. They gave the ship over to Station Master Jory, but not without first gaining apt compensation for upgrades for their ship, which would be called in to whatever port they descended upon next. It seemed that the Station Master would do anything to study the ship, even call in long-lost favors. The heroes then settled down at the Riveted Lounge for a long, well-deserved amount of respite. They bonded over whiskey and conversation until they were rudely interrupted by a Lashunta woman. She identified herself as Teres and informed them that the psychic feelings bursting into their minds from the portal sinking in the sun wasn't a solitary experience. The Lashunta of Asanatown felt that same overwhelming sense of doom daily. While Abedzagak and Nono sang and danced the time away, Captain Phoenix questioned the lady. Although Teres seemed to have ulterior motives, the choice was clear. They needed to accompany her to Asanatown.
The group flew to the far side of the sun, during which they ran into an acquaintance. Hank let them pass Sunrise Station as long as they never called him again. Detrian piloted the ship deep through a singular transparent tunnel, diving into the plasma of the sun. The lines of fire whipped around the tunnel, but inside the anomaly, the atmosphere was quite temperate. The crew marveled at this strange new world that they witnessed, and sooner rather than later, they landed in a bubble city inside the sun.
Almost as soon as the ship docked, the crew was harangued by a Sheeran man, commonly referred to as Slick Nick. He tried to pacify the newcomers to the dock, telling them that he would perform routine maintenance on the Scourge. The crew wouldn't allow it, however, which caused the Sheeran and his bot to pacify in a more violent manner. The enemy was dispatched quickly as Detrian put him into a sleeper hold, allowing him to rest. The poor Sheeran seemed to be frightened of doom, like thoughts running through his mind. All seemed momentarily fine as the crew passed the line crawler connecting the bubble cities, heading toward Asanatown. As they exited the car, Nono noticed something strange. But it wasn't until a Lashunta man wearing dark armor appeared on all monitors around and declared martial law that Nono and Abedzagak noticed the brass dragons. The city is already in upheaval, and it's locked down.
Now join me as we traverse the night sky. The bright lights and loud noises were almost too much for her as they stepped off the transport ship. The tiny turquoise skittermander whelp had never been around so much assumed chaos.
Are all of these people helping someone?
The skittermander pondered. It must be, as that was what she had been taught from birth.
Helping is fundamental to anything in life,
she whispered under her shocked breath. She looked up at the baton nestled down in her father's navy blue fur and imagined him being called to use it. Her mind began to wander.
Hata could be an interplanetary hero!
She thought. Her mother's lilac fur gently surrounded a beautiful necklace with many beads.
Mata always holds her shoulders back so proudly, and others listen when she speaks. She could lead a whole planet.
Walking through the streets of Absalom Station, the young skittermander daydreamed as she was wont to do, swinging between her parents' hands as they held on so dearly to their little loved one. She dreamed of her mother and her silky short lilac fur calling out to others, skittermanders and vests alike, Pata at her side leading a great army of helpers as they demolished combat spider drones and ghost moose ducks. The whelp swung into her own daydream on the top of a miniature spaceship that raced her around the battlefield. Shop signs turned into banners, and that man sweeping the sidewalk turned into a giant sauropod. That Lashunta woman's shopping bags turned into 2 enormous gravity battle gloves. That bench became a Vesk stealthing into combat. She flew around aiding anything in need. By the time she awoke from her daydream, her Mata and Pata were nowhere to be seen. The noise of battle faded back to the clanging of the repair shop. A frightened confusion popped a pink tint to the end of her turquoise fur. She scrambled to find anything that looked familiar. A group of skittermanders nearby were working, all 6 on a ship.
Excuse me, do you know where my pata is?
As 2 of the many skittermanders stopped working to turn and look at the tear-filled eyes of the whelp, a large Vesk came bursting through the door. No, do not stop working. We need this ship done before the ambassador leaves tonight. The 2 workers turned back enthusiastically to the ship that apparently immediately needed their attention. You must be new. Oh, what is that on your stomach? No, here. Double check the engine connections, said the Vesk with yellow eyes and thick beard spines towards the middle. His black hide and rotund body flexed with every breath as he shoved a wrench in the turquoise skittermander's hands and pointed towards the underside of the vessel. No, you don't need to do more research. Apparently all skittermanders have that at some point in your life, he said, mentioning the mouth erupting from the skittermander's stomach. And stop talking to me when everyone's around, Nikanda and Drax. People will think I'm crazy talking to my exocortex, he mumbled to his armor as he lumbered away. The young girl didn't know what she was doing. She was still just a whelp. Nevertheless, helping was fundamental to anything in life.
Maybe if I double-check the engine, this guy will help me find my parents.
Rattled the thought in her brain. Taking a deep breath, she looked at a jungle of wires, radiating with a hum of energy, but...
This can't be right,
she said. Obviously, the blue wires belong together, and the white wires and the green.
Why would anybody connect them any other way than color coordinated? Silly mechanics. At least now it's pretty and hopefully works better than before.
As she walked out of the building, much more confident in finding her parents now that she had helped someone in need, No. Yes, that was what the Vesk had called her. Scampered along, never knowing what she had done. The explosion rocked the portside shop as hot metal rained from the sky. The investigation never got very far past the Vesk screaming that he was no terrorist. He didn't plan a failed assassination. He didn't plan an assassination at all. He never touched the engine. It was that stupid little turquoise and pink skittermander's fault. The interview was shown everywhere, and through the glass of a shop selling datapads, No saw the truth. A tear rolled down the tiny whelp's eyes. She was a hardened fugitive. Now we step into those same eyes, although older now. They are looking at a screen again, but this time they see a Lashunta declaring martial law. They see a massive group of brass dragons and another group of Lashunta as they barricade the line crawler station. And the world erupts into chaos. What do you do?
We
Yeah, let's take this moment to read a few comments. It's good to be here. It's good to see all of you.
We have a ton of happy birthdays to Wes, wishing you the best birthday ever.
Yay!
Happy birthday!
Thank you guys so much.
Positive.
It looks
What
like-
does your shirt? What does your
What?
shirt
What'd you
say?
say?
It says, I'll tell you. It says, "As strong as the woman next to me."
Aw.
That's awesome. Aw,
Nice.
B. McAllister is saying, Jamie, Katie, and Jess, you are all so beautiful and smart. Keep being yourselves.
Oh, that's
Thank you. That's so
You,
sweet. Oh,
you.
Wes!
Same.
Wait.
You do the same.
Wes just gifted a ton of subs. Thanks, Wes.
What? What are you talking
And,
about? I didn't see anything.
Penguin Witch Doctor says, see that green, blue, and red things behind Ben? That's what she is. That's right. We got our Skittermanders. They came in from our PaizoCon order.
Oh,
PaizoCon
that's
is next.
adorable.
Yeah, they hold dice, too. It's incredible. They hold dice in their... It's awesome. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so they're pretty
That's
cool.
great.
And I do want
Lady
to
Lovegood said,
Go for it, Sam.
Lady Lovegood said, I tweeted my ship name which is awesome. Thank you very much, Lady Lovegood. Everyone, follow in the footsteps of Lady Lovegood.
I do want to say, sometimes I give out little points of inspiration, and that is generally when something just catches me off guard. And when Jamie read me her backstory this week, before I sat down, I legitimately went from being laughing at how silly this Skittermander was to a moment of pure sadness to then laughing again. And if you can take me on that much of an emotional roller coaster, you get a point of inspiration. So, Jamie, congratulations. You get a point of inspiration. The Vesk in there is a NPC brought to you by Andy Daniels. Thank you so much for sending in your NPC to me. Your character, Redandrax. That's what it is. Redandrax is part of Nono's backstory. In fact, named Nono. Want to have an NPC in this world? Go ahead and email me at datspaceshow. That's datspaceshow@gmail.com. Physical description, maybe a character sheet, maybe a little bit of a backstory, and I'll put you in when you fit in. All right.
Hey,
How's
Ben.
everybody? Yeah.
I got some stuff to announce here. We got some donations rolling in. Let me just tell you, and just so you guys know, if you're interested in knowing what the donations do, they are going to flash next to the right side of Ben's head. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But Dark Knight has donated $5 for a stim pack for me. Thank you, Dark Knight. And Crossbones has donated $5 saying, Wes, have a stim pack for your special day. And then,
thank you.
And then Sharnad came in donating $75, giving an Agent of Chaos to Wes.
Oh,
yes! I'll take it. I'll take it.
A good thing. I'm assuming that's a good thing because it's your birthday, of course. So why don't you roll a D10, Wes?
A D10. All right. That is an 8.
All of a sudden, in front of Detrian, this black hole opens. I mean, this is a crazy, chaotic world. Everything is happening all at once. This monitor flashes open, and then all of a sudden, the people are starting to barricade up against the line crawler station and bang on the doors. But you can see inside there's tons of people with just guns and weapons, and they're just loading up furniture onto the line crawler station. And a black hole opens up in front of Detrian, and this little firework falls out of the air and pops right in front of your face. And in glitter writing across it, it says, Time Space Continuum. With Time Space Continuum, if you feel like something went wrong, maybe you get a second chance at that. As you can go back in time. One time this session, you can go back in time and fix a singular problem. And if that new effect passes, it doubles whatever effect it had. So for instance, say something really bad happens and you need to make a fortitude save and you fail and you die. Well, you could go back in time, and if you pass it this time, you super pass it. Or if you're having a bad time with somebody and they really hate you and you're like, let me go back in time and try this again. You go try it again, and this time you pass, now they super like you. So
what you're saying is I get one save point.
You get one save. Use it wisely. Oh boy, who wants to read through all the 1,000 followers and subs that popped up over here?
I'll do it. Over the past 24 hours, we have been followed by Just Jonah 33, Squad Jabroni 1, Mayo Killern, Fibberty Flob, Captain Khan, K Bent 310, Kirik the Orc, Tremble 74, KK 22135, 221335, sorry. And then tonight, I believe we've been followed by Amber Trevette 97, Ninja Wolf X20, Shelby L15, Prisoner 3076, Blockhead G77, Dubstep Dalton, XX, Special K 1994, Zelcisia, whoa, that's hard to say, Zelcisia, there we go. Lily TRX, Toby B91, Bishop 261, Sharnad, Luther Hitchens, Area 94, Aaron 99, Sydney Steiner, and Shoot. It was 4. That was a lot.
And there's two
wow.
more.
Well, there's 2 more.
Oh,
47.6 X Aurelia X. Oh my goodness. And within the past 24 hours, the Ice Wizard has resubbed. CJ1163 is a new sub. Nisarith is a new sub. Cat23 is a new sub. Scott Danusa gifted a sub to XX Isla XX. Julia Cara 721 gifted a sub to Shelby15. Legend Katie gifted a sub to Shut04. Graham Cracker Games gifted a sub to Queso Pika. Nisareth gifted a sub to Germadane. I can't. Somebody take over for me.
Germadane.
Absence gifted a sub to Erilyn and Von Holtz. Wes gifted subs to Peep 1601, Katarormtar, Schroeder, Harry Kingdom, Nightspeed, Ben from Sirenscape, Midnight Moonlight, Squishy Twitchy, Green-Eyed Druid, and Serendipity. Wow.
And then we've had cheers.
Wait, hold on.
Luther Hitchens and Sarah BC1. Oh man, this is crazy.
Wait, Ben. First of all, I know that Ziochu's not supposed to be doing this tonight, but they just donated $30 and said, I know I said I wouldn't, but 3 med AIs for Katie, hashtag from ashes we rise. Oh, thank you.
Come on. Stop giving them good stuff. Only give them terrible things. And Sarah BC has the BBBB and given it to a Bedzagak for an extra action.
Hey!
And he has given me an extra action as well. Okay.
Also,
We're
wait,
caught
Ben, one more thing.
What?
Hold on.
What?
The DAT Network in chat said we are 3 subs away from our newest goal.
What?
3 subs.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh boy. We haven't even played yet. All right, let's do What do you do? Also, don't forget that those 2 Agents of Chaos are still up for a Benzagak and for Mog. They both have explosive rounds.
Well, it looks like we just hit our goal because we just oh my gosh, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Got a lot of subs.
Oh my gosh.
Sharnad just gifted subs to Push the Fisherman. Let's roll the Wee Woo, Uric. Oh my gosh, sorry, they're going so fast. Vincent Wiss, Hope Tracy, Talon, and Lyriel. Oh, those are from Crossbones. Thank you from Crossbones and Sharnad. And we also have subs from Julia Cara, gifted 1, 2, 3, 4 subs. Oh my gosh, thank you.
All I can say is you all are the greatest and craziest people in the entire world, and I'm so happy that you are all here. You're awesome. All right.
Wait, hold on. I gotta gift a sub here because one of my girls does not have a sub, and I'm about to change that.
Oh boy.
Carry on, Ben.
All right, so here you are in this world. I mean, this whole place has just been put on lockdown. You saw the video. He spoke clearly, this Lashuta man, and here you are. You're stuck in Asanatown. What do you do?
Is there anybody nearby that we could go walk up and ask a question to?
Sure. Who do you want to talk to?
Literally any kind-looking passerby.
Okay. I mean, there's like a couple of Lashuta that you see that are just kind of, they're banging on the door to the line crawler station, and you see more of them are coming up and approaching it. But all of a sudden, you see a couple that are kind of skirting away from it. And there's this man. He looks like a Lashunta, but he looks like his antenna, they just aren't there. Or maybe they're partially there, but he kind of backs away from it and starts walking away.
Okay, I bet the guy is gonna approach the antenna-less man.
Okay, all right. You approach the antenna-less man. He is wearing like a weird-looking suit. and he's got kind of yellowish hair. In fact, I have a picture of him. If you would like to be pulled over to it, give me 1 second here, and I'll pull you towards this picture on Roll20. All right, you can see it on Roll. No, those are the people that are. Those are the people
some
that
big
are
antennas.
Yeah, those antennas there.
That doesn't have the antennas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are definitely kind of antennas. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Kind of antennas. What do you do?
I gently walk up and I say, "Excuse me, hello, my name is Amidst. Couldn't help but notice that the stakes around this place seem to skyrocket. When they say lockdown, is that like the bubble, or what does that mean exactly?"
Well, I don't really know. I just I was kind of hoping to do a little bit more of my touring, but yeah.
Are you not from around here?
I mean, do you not know who I am? By the way, this man is played by Rob Schneider. All right.
I mean, I could ask you the same question.
Oh, are you supposed to be somebody that I should know? Are you famous?
I'm a very big deal. I have my own show. Perhaps you've heard of Vests in Space?
I'm a very big deal, too. I am a comedian, and people around here, they love me.
Will you tell us a joke?
Yeah, well, I think the whole existence of our being is pretty much a joke, isn't it?
So, very meta humor, then.
Oh, well, it's just what life is. It's one learning experience after another, and when you're through with all that learning, you graduate and you get a diploma. And you know what that diploma is? You die.
Huh.
I have not laughed, but I will say that it is wise to always strive for your dreams. And Mr. Kind of antenna Lashunta man, you can do it. You can do it.
Well,
wait, back up. Mog, you've never laughed in your life?
No, I just didn't laugh now.
Oh, I see. Okay. Just wanted to make that clear. So, touring comedian man, you are not exactly sure what's going on around here?
Yeah, by the way, my name's Chaz Bilgard. You can catch me any night in the, I guess now. I was going to go over to some of the other bubbles, but you can catch me in the Horizon House if you want to catch my routine. Gave some of the good ones away now.
I don't want to make assumptions, but are they canceling all live venues, or...?
No. What are you... The people around here love me. They find me hilarious. I don't know, maybe it's because everybody's got a big feeling of impending doom, but they really like my dark, cynical humor. It's getting me paid, so... What about you? Are you getting paid for doing what you love? I see that cynicism's coming from the other side now.
Well, listen, buddy, I don't want any trouble. We just wanted answers to some questions. Sorry to bother you. We should probably report back to my captain at this point.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Okay. Ah! Hold on 1 second.
Well.
That's gonna be a 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah, he leaves. Peace out.
Great.
What are the rest of you doing? You do have Tyrese with you.
What is Tyrese doing? Like, does she seem nervous? Does she seem...
Roll a sense motive.
Oh,
Can I do that too?
I'm real good at this.
Can I do that too?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, the three of you, since you were over there by her, could make a sense motive check if you wished.
8 total.
8
11
total.
for me.
11. She seems genuinely a little taken back and a little freaked out. She doesn't really know what's going on. And she seems a bit nervous, too.
I'll look to Phoenix and just be like, we're getting paid extra for this, right?
I'm not sure.
Perhaps we must find the cause of this martial law.
No, I think you wanted to say something to Tyrese.
Tyrese, you know what's happening?
No, I do not know what is happening. But I think we should get to my house. It is near the Bulwarks Plaza, and we would be safe there to discuss what needs to happen. I know that this area is very. People have been feeling a sense of impending doom and are afraid. And I do not know if this will be a good thing or a bad thing, but we should get off the streets if we can.
Would I overhear this?
Sure. Yeah, you definitely hear the conversation.
Okay. So then I would definitely try to turn to everyone and say, while this may not be the plan that we were expecting, it's the one we need to take. We need to move. We need to be off these streets immediately.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. So you're trying
once
to go...
we start, yeah. Once we start moving,
ahead.
I would definitely lean into Phoenix and just whisper. The guy who attacked us seemed desperate. He might know more about what's going on. If there's a way that we can question him, I think that would be a good idea.
You remember that guy in a completely different bubble. You have traveled across the line crawler station. I was trying to explain it. I don't think I could make a good description of it. So if you look over at roll 20, you will see that there are literal lines connecting these bubble sites to one another, and they look kind of like there. So they are transit like electrical lines that are connecting you from one city to the next. And you have just popped out of there and realize that now you're in a lockdown. There's nobody can get in or out because these people have taken over the line crawler stations.
Okay.
So we've already left that guy.
Yes.
That guy got taken to prison, pretty much.
Yeah.
Perhaps he may have known something. But...
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Nono would lean over to Abedzagak at some point while they've been standing around trying to figure out what to do. And she'll point out the brass dragon stuff that she noticed last time. I don't remember if it was like insignia or just like a pin on somebody or whatever. And she'll kind of point it out to Abedzagak and say, remember before we got with the captain and Mog and Detrian, and we were looking for that guy? He was a part of the Brass Dragons, wasn't he?
Pretty sure. Yep.
Okay. We should definitely keep our eyes out for him.
Oh man, you think he's here?
Well, I don't know.
I guess the good thing is that everything's locked up, which means they can't get out. Huh. Okay, noted. Thank you, Nono. It's gonna be such a bummer when I turn you in.
Yeah, but you gotta. One of these days you gotta.
Nah, we'll see.
So you have entered the line crawler station over here to the... Man, why'd they turn the north symbol like that? The southeast. And Bulwarks Plaza is in the south quadrant of this part of Asanatown. It's a nice little park over there. And you start walking through the streets towards there. You notice that, like, the streets are backed up. There's honking horns. There's there's struggle everywhere. People are kind of freaking out over all of this. When all of a sudden you see that there's this. Well, let me just read it for you. Across the street, a crowd of Lashuntas has gathered. In its center, 2 armored Lashunta soldiers drag a weeping Kasatha family, 2 parents and a child, out of an apartment. The crowd of onlookers seems of mixed opinions. Most are shouting in protest, while others are eagerly picking through household items. A 3rd soldier, an Efreet in dark armor, is throwing out of the apartment's open door. One adult Kasatha attempts to resist, only to be punched in the face. The other adult frantically covers his face as the soldier restraining him tears away his mouth scarf and laughs. In the center of the madness, the child wails for someone to help. What do you do?
I'm pretty sure Detrian would already be moving toward that because he does not put up with soldiers treating civilians like that.
All right. As you do, you notice coming around the corner, there are actually 2 more of these soldiers are coming around, and they're walking closer and closer towards this area.
Real quick, can we roll a culture check about that scarf? Like, Jamie knows what it means, but I would like to know if No knows what it means.
Absolutely.
I would love to roll as
Same.
well.
Yeah, me too.
22.
Ooh, 22!
16.
18.
14.
All right. Well, it's pretty common knowledge. Kasathans are a big part of the species within the Pact Worlds. They have their ship, the Adari, which is actually where Mog is from, and they flew in looking to colonize another planet after their homeworld was destroyed. They are full of strong cultural beliefs, and that is a very big thing for them to cover their faces. Is an honor for them that they possess and they care for deeply. For this to be ripped from them is almost like tearing a piece of their soul apart from them.
Oh.
I did say they looked to colonize another planet. The point of that, they stopped after they found that they enjoyed the Pact Worlds, and now they are just currently mostly living within their ship. It's as big as a planet is. So Detrian, you're heading. Well, what is your plan?
He's.
If I see Detrian, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm going
Detrian's
to.
moving to just get a closer look on the situation and see if there's anything he could potentially do, because, I mean, especially seeing a kid being treated this way, he's not going to put up with that.
Okay. You get closer to the...
Yeah.
And you see that these Lashunta they're just ripping through these people's house, and you hear them saying, "You're unwelcome here, you filthy Kasathan. This is a Lashunta-only land. We're gonna take you out of here. You're going to the checkpoint."
And how many soldiers are there?
There's a total of 5 soldiers. You see that...
Could I make a check to see how well armed they are and just do like a weapons and like try and figure out exactly what like weapons and equipment they have? Right. Well, it's a natural 19.
There you go.
And then my perception is 4, so 23.
23. So you see that some of them are carrying hunting rifles. You do notice that there are 2 distinct, different types of groups here. There seem to be soldiers with a patch on their arms that looks like a Lashunta over orange. It's like a black shadow of a Lashunta over orange. And the other ones, they look a little bit more gritty, and they have the symbol that Nono has pointed out to be the symbol of the brass dragons on them. You see that the ones that are the Lashunta patched people, they have like a frag grenade sitting at their side. They're carrying hunting rifles and long swords. And then the other people, they have laser rifles and also frag grenades and a longsword, but their rifles look to be a little bit more powerful than the hunting rifles that the other three possess.
Okay. And are they all in close proximity?
Yeah, they're in pretty close proximity to one another and to the three Kasathans that are now on the ground. There is one that's just digging through an apartment complex and throwing things out a window. It seems like they're a first floor apartment, and he's got at their back door just throwing things out onto the street. You hear the Kasathan say, "Please, we do not wish to be a part of this. We were just staying at home peaceful, and we wish to come to a peaceful solution here." And the Lashunta says, "No, you're an undesirable. All undesirables are to be taken away."
All right, I think
Okay.
at this point, Phoenix is going to look to Detrian and kind of give that nod. I think that even she at this point doesn't want to stand around and watch this happen and is kind of on the same page. Whether or not it's the right choice, we'll find out.
Detrian knows that there's a lot of civilians in the area, and wouldn't want to engage in direct combat immediately. So he would look to Phoenix and say something that Phoenix would know. But he would just say flash and grab, and she would know that that means he plans to throw a flash grenade in and pull the civilians out.
Now, you know that might not be possible. There are about 25 civilians just kind of grouped around and watching this, and they are looking on, and some of them are standing back in horror at the situation, and some of them are looking on and screaming, "Yeah, get them!" I mean, you don't even know how many people are really going to join in this fight. Like, this is a mob.
Exactly. That's why at least Detrian is thinking that he can make it not a fight. If he flashes the soldiers and blinds them, he could probably pull all three civilians out before combat would actually start.
Okay.
Is at least that's my idea. That's my idea.
I think Phoenix would look at him and say something like, "Follow my lead." And she's gonna walk up to the guy that was just talking, that was just saying all those things to these people. And I think she'd say, "So, gentlemen, what do we have here?"
Step aside. This is Sunrise Collective, orders only.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It looks like I'm not going to do that. Now, I asked you, what's going on here, and why are you harming these people?
I don't have to tell you anything. I'm doing my job. I'm doing the things that I have to do, and I'm going to get these people out of here to the checkpoint. They are undesirables and not a part of the new regime.
Oh, and what new regime is this?
I don't have to answer to you. If you wish,
no, you don't, but I'd like you to.
I'm not going to, because I'm in the middle of removing this family and evicting them from their household.
Okay, is there a reason for that?
Yes, they are not a part of the new regime, and they are undesirables. We are taking them away.
Yes, you said that. Unfortunately, you just keep repeating yourself, and it's quite exhausting, isn't it, Detrian?
So do you.
Absolutely is. I mean, are you a robot? Do you have bad programming or something? Meanwhile, Detrian is reaching into his pack for the smoke grenade that he stole from the guy at the hangar.
And I think Phoenix would just kind of put a hand on his arm real quick and just wait, just have it at the ready, but not yet.
He's not pulling it yet. He knows enough to wait for Phoenix's cue.
Okay.
Look, I know you have a job to do. We have a job to do as well. But is there a reason that your job includes harming these innocent people?
These people aren't innocent. They're Kasathans. All right?
What are their crimes?
Their crimes are we think they're causing the doom that fulfills this area. This doom that surrounds us. If we get rid of them, we get rid of all of it. And that's what we stand for here.
Proof at all, right?
And you hear some of the people are like, yeah, take care of the doom feeling. We got to get rid of it. It's too long been plaguing our society.
I too have felt this doom feeling, but I don't think it has anything to do with these innocent people you are accusing. Unhand them immediately.
Would you say this is an intimidation or a diplomacy?
You know, Ben, I can let you decide that, because my bonuses in both are the same.
I think
I'd say this is more of a demand.
A diplomatation. So, that might be a little bit of a ship of a name. And just a reminder that you should ship the names so that and post it to Twitter with hashtag things in space. And you might be able to win the Starfinder beginner box on Wes's birthday. It's amazing. All right.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a natty 19 plus 7. Nope, plus 8.
All right. He looks around and he says, gents, sunspots. And they all get up and walk away. Crowd starts to disperse.
I would like to immediately try to help up the Kazathans on the floor and provide them aid and give the scarf back as well.
Yeah.
And I would kind of put my hand because I can see like Detrian has his hand on his grenade, and I'd kind of lower his arm and I'd say, not today.
And
but it was a good plan.
Detrian, well, that worked out way better than last time, and pulls out 10 credits and hands them to Phoenix.
She takes them.
And with that situation resolved and put at ease, why don't we take a few moments and go on a short comment break? So let's see what y'all are saying out there.
We have Fennekins in the comments. Oh, so sorry, Jamie.
Oh, I was just going to say, Malcolm Mama 15, my knuckles have been cracked, my blades have been sharpened, my mind is cleared for battle. Let it begin. Agreed.
And on the flip side of that, Fennekin says, be right back. About to go get some pizza rolls.
Nice. Doc Nemo says, no, go ahead.
That's so good.
Willow Ridley said, we think in all caps. The operative word here, great way to be racist is to operate with just thinks instead of facts.
Yeah, it is true.
That's sarcasm. Racism is bad.
Yes.
Ziochu says, the dance of death begins. Allow me to bathe in their blood. And I'm pretty sure that was
we'll get to them later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, people wanted blood. I mean, Zaichu saying, I require blood. Twice, Park 16 says, kill them all. And Silent H says, the gall.
I mean, my original plan was to walk up and stick a grenade down their shirts, but, I went for the safer play.
Imp in my head just said, calling it now, all these guys have tiny hands. So good.
We got a couple donations. Sarah BC1 donated $35 for a light 'em up for Captain Phoenix and a Med AI for Mog. And Serendipity donated $21 for a stim pack and aesthetic dart and Med AI to beat a boy. Kick butt, Wes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
Also, here's Crossbones AE, Luther Hitchens, Sarah BC1, and QWERTY76.
Thank you, guys.
And as a reminder, we are giving away the Starfinder beginner box. Please make sure to tweet this link. All you gotta do is press that little tweet button down in the right corner, and it'll send up a tweet direct to your Twitter. And make sure you put your ship name, character ships names, put them together, and hashtag things in space. And if you're in North America, you could win that Starfinder beginner box.
Hey.
All right. As you're walking through, you've done this. Congratulations, you've put that at ease. What do you do?
Captain, I worry that they may come back in stronger numbers.
Yes, I fear that as well.
I'll look to the family. They know where you live now. Do you have another place you can stay?
We could perhaps go to the Church of Iomade. There are many around here. We could pass through the walls. I am assuming that these fruits would not pass through Holy Land, although after what they did to Haynes' garb, I think they have no respect whatsoever.
Could you tell us more why... What was the name?
Yeah, I was just
Haynes.
asking what that name was.
Hayne is the female.
Could you tell us more about this sudden spike in violent racism?
Why don't you roll a diplomacy check?
You got it.
Would it have advantage because we're being very nice to them?
There's no such as advantage in Starfinder, Wes. Even
Okay.
for
21.
21. Things have not been good recently. The psychic assault that has recently occurred, perhaps you felt it or perhaps you did not, but it has caused a commotion that we have not felt for a long time. Certainly the Lashunta and anyone who has some sort of telepathy has a constant feeling of doom around them, but this most recent barrage, the attack that we felt in our minds was so strong and powerful we could not define it. So the paramilitary group, the Sunrise Collective, seems to have taken control. They have gained momentum since the attack. And if you saw the video post from Zaylen Trinipol, you will know that they are now in charge of our government. They've been rounding up non-Lashunta, considering them undesirable. And you see that Tyrese kind of like all of a sudden gets a little jittery. What were you going to say now?
Have they always worked with the brass dragons?
No, the brass who is that what the other ones are called?
Yep.
That is new. Despite their message of Lashunta isolation, they've brought in this mercenary group, these brass dragons, as you call them. They were from the bubble city of Corona, and they are mostly Ifrits of human nature. We've been instructed to treat them as if they were the town's rightful police, but we all know that they are not. And Tyrese kind of pulls at Abedzagak's sleeve. Only you have seen my ex-wife. She's a Yosoki. They are collecting non-Lashuntas. It is a good chance that Nib is in the middle of all this. I am very worried, although, to please do not tell her that I was very worried. But if you do, if she is a loudmouth woman, and she does not tend to keep her ideas to herself. And if this is happening, something might have happened to my ex-wife.
I promise not to meddle in any personal affairs, but I will do my best to be of help.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
And Mog, as soon as you are talking to these people, you actually see on the ground there's like a little data pad. It seems to have been dropped.
I will pick it up and hand it to Nono. This seems to have been left behind. Perhaps by one of the soldiers.
It is asking for a passcode.
It wants a passcode, huh? But what? Can I hack it?
You can try.
Can I bypass the passcode?
Yeah, you can try. Roll a computers check.
Yeah. In fact, I am going to add a stem that I think we just got from Walgalguin. Or, since you can't be together in person to eat chocolate cake, here's enough for everyone at the table to all have a stem pack. Yes, that includes Ben. Happy birthday, Wes.
Wow.
Yeah, Gwen.
Thank you.
Very sweet.
Thanks, Gwen.
24.
And Willow said, I try to do it anonymously, but you won't let me. How dare! It's my boy's birthday. So here's a present from Willow and Finn. A light 'em up and a med AI for Wesley Allen Johnson.
Yes.
Awesome.
Wow.
Gonna light up some
Alan,
races.
huh?
I
You
know
are
I'm in
able
trouble
to
when someone says that.
you are able to hack into this data pad. And after you do, it kind of clicks. You spend a bunch of time just clicking and clacking over there and pulling down the subset menu and digging into it. And it clicks with you after you start to see the first few letters of this passcode. You heard the Sunrise Collective say the word sunspots, and they all left. And you type in sunspots into this data pad, and it pops open. Inside of it, there isn't much, but there is information that this Sunrise Collective soldier received from the Brass Dragons, stating that there is an officer in charge of the Brass Dragon forces in Asanatown, and a freak woman named Rej Verna. Mercs in Asanatown are only a portion of the mercenary company's might, and Rej is just an officer in the organization. Even combined, the Brass Dragon and Sunrise Collective are a meager force to control all of Asanatown, which you might take as perhaps soon they will bring in more.
Okay, well, this is what I found.
And, no, just middle of the street starts blathering this information back to everybody.
This is not good. This is very bad for all of us. We should go find my wife. We should go find Nip.
Yes.
Yes,
she will help you.
Yes. That might be best. And
There
she
is more than just your wife in trouble. All of these people need protection. Should we put them in one place, like the church before mentioned?
yes, I believe that for right now might be the safest place for them. There are many churches about, but you could go to the convent of the Eternal Sun. And she points them down the street, and the Kasathans sort of shake their head, and they hug their child tight, and they put over cloaks over their head, and they start walking towards the church.
I want to make sure that church is well protected before we all leave to find the Yasaki.
Certainly.
Yes,
I mean,
let's
that's a
do
good
it.
plan.
Quickly.
It's closed. Yeah, let's go.
So you start heading towards the. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the convent of the Eternal Sun. It's the Church of the Burning Mother, which is actually it's a little out of the way. And you, as you're going through, you sort of see that this one incident it wasn't solitary. There's more going on here. There's more things that are happening that are outside of your control. In an intersection, a group of Lashunta and the Afrits, all these soldiers that you've seen, they confront a mob of protesters. The protesters are Lashuntas, and a few other species are mixed, armed only with holographic signs reading, "Not our collective," and "Asanatown for everyone." The soldiers outnumber and irate stand with rifles trained on the crowd, giving them a final warning to disperse. From the back of the mob, a bottle sails into the air, smashing at the soldiers' feet. You think this is about to erupt. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably try and analyze the situation and see how pressed these soldiers are and see if they're about to, like, if they're jittery enough to start opening fire on civilians.
Yeah,
Can I make a perception check?
Perception check, absolutely.
How many of them are there?
There are a total of 6 guards here, but it's almost impossible to count how many there are in the crowd. They're all holding up signs, but these people are holding back, and you start to see reinforcements are coming down the street.
Jeez.
14 on the perception check.
14 on the perception check. I mean, this is a powder keg about to explode. You have no idea how fast things are approaching, but they are coming quickly. If you do not intervene in some way, someone will be shot, and very soon.
Does it
So I
look
would
like
look at
there's
Phoenix.
one soldier specifically who is leading the charge here?
It looks like a huge group of them are standing up, and they're all yelling back, "Get back! Get down now! Oh, you stay back and don't come any closer!" And this bottle smashes at the feet, and this one steps up and says, "Who did that? You're gonna pay right now!"
How many, is it only Sunrise Collective, or do we see any brass dragons here as well?
You do see the brass dragons here as well. You see that there are a total of 6 right now, 3 Sunrise Collective and 3 brass dragons. But coming around the corner, you see more. They're coming around it, and it turns out it's the exact same group that you just shoot off further down the street.
I would like to go in front of the not right in front of the can person, but go on to the side of the protesters. I don't know what's the distance between the can dude and like the picket line.
The picket line. So there's about, let's call it a 5-foot square line in front of these picketers and the men training guns on them. They seem too close for comfort, but also they are pressing their advantage as much as they possibly can.
Is there somebody leading the charge of the civilians?
You do not see that there is anybody in charge. There's just a group of them.
Okay.
If I don't get shot on the way, I would like to move in front of the can guy.
All right, so you Mog steps up and like slimily makes his way in front of both groups, and you see that at that moment, everyone just kind of stops and is watching the Sharu eke forward into the middle of all of this.
Yeah, I
What do you
think
do?
the second Phoenix sees him step forward, she's going to quickly glance at Detrian and she's gonna go follow.
Yep, and Detrian's
Well,
right there
will
too.
follow. Same. I have a big, giant body, and I will protect this poor slug.
Hashtag Mog must live.
Mog must live. Oh boy. No, what are you doing? You have Scriff. You're riding around. What do you do?
Yeah, the Kasathan family, are they still headed on their way? Like, what are they doing?
Skirt through the protesters, and they actually enter a building not too far away. They seem to have gotten where they need to be.
Okay. Nono is going to lean down to Scriff and say, "Want to play hide and seek?" And she'll get off of Scriff and send him into the crowd, and she'll follow Abedzika.
Okay. What do you do? They've all.
I would like.
Go ahead, Jess.
I would like to take my rug and wrap it around Mog's body.
And wrap it around his body. The soldiers are just kind of like looking at all of this. Everyone is looking. You know when something absolutely absurd happens, like and people are fighting, but all of a sudden a duck walks in between them? That's what's happening right now. These people are.
And I would like. I'm sorry. He's not a slug. He's a Mog. I'm going to look right into the eyes of the soldiers holding all of these weapons and wrap this rug around my friend.
I would assume that Phoenix has made her way close enough up to where they are. And I would kind of like her to walk through the two groups, probably with Detrian at her side, acting like they freaking own this planet. Like, so much confidence, and she's probably really scared underneath, but she's just gonna walk right on in there. If this were a movie, it'd be that slow motion, like, epic, like, hero walk with Detrian and Phoenix. So she's gonna get up there and... Go ahead.
You gotta roll a charisma check to part the Red Sea of this crowd. Both you and Detrian need to do that.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna cast
for me.
I'm gonna cast Charming Veneer on myself to give myself a bonus to this roll.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, so that's gonna be 23.
23.
12 on mine.
They part and then they close before Detrian walks through. So Detrian's up with Captain Phoenix, but he's like they part for Captain Phoenix, and then he's like having to work his way through the people.
That's usually happens to me in crowds. I would like to look and see. Oh, go right.
No,
I was gonna say I would like to look to see which soldier in the 6 is the most nervous, or if any of them have their fingers on the trigger.
Definitely, they all have their fingers on the trigger, but roll a perception check.
10.
10. Yeah, you can't really tell. This is a very tense situation. You think that anything wrong will spark the flame.
Okay. All right. And there was the leader, the guy who got the can thrown and was yelling at the crowd. Probably be able to tell that he was the leader.
I mean, you don't know the leader, but he certainly was talking.
Okay.
So I would hope that I can make it up into basically in between both of these crowds, but I'd like to be talking to the guys with the guns drawn. And I'm going to say, what is the meaning of this?
Why don't you ask them? They're protesting all of this. They came out here in violent force and were responding.
Oh, violent? I'm not seeing any guns drawn and pointed at you.
know, but things have been thrown at us. It's not our fault.
Oh.
We're better.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something's been thrown at you? You're pointing your weapon at a bunch of innocent people who are confused and scared. They don't know what's going on. No one does. And yet you're here, ready to kill them all for what?
What are you? Are you a... Sorry. Hey, Katie, since we've never done this that I just remembered, will you please describe what Captain Phoenix looks like?
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I know,
yeah, you threw me off.
I realized
we
because
don't
we got
know.
into situations, we never really talked about this. So please describe Captain.
Well, Captain Phoenix is, gosh, so I kind of built her in my likeness a little bit, so I would assume that she looks a little bit like me. She does have like brownish blonde hair, tied back in a really, really messy, dirty ponytail. Like she's not very put together, except, you know, she always looks like she just came out of combat at all times, even fresh out of a shower. It's just like, she just looks a little roughed up, and her ponytail's always kind of a little bit of a mess. And when you look at her, she looks like your average human, but when you notice her eyes, there's something very, very interesting about them, because they kind of glow like this orangey, yellowy, red color. It almost kind of looks like you're staring into a fire when you're looking into her eyes.
Yeah, so he's looking into Captain Phoenix's eyes right now. What are you?
I don't think I have to tell you.
Are you an Ifrit?
What are you?
I'm a Lashunta. Hello.
Okay. I don't think it matters what anybody is.
Oh, I think it matters a lot.
No, it's about who you are and what you do in this world with the life you are given. And you are pointing your weapon at all of these innocent people just because they look different than you.
Spoken like an off-world. Either you're on that side or you're on this side.
Oh, I can't just
If I may, these are confusing times. I have a rug surrounding my body. But even in the most confusing times, I assure you, my friend, peace is always the solution.
Please tell me this is echoing out from the rug, like the opening at the top of the rug, like a loud with
Mog.
With Cap. Oh, go for it.
Roll a diplomacy check. And what is Detrian doing there, Wes?
So when Detrian, when Phoenix says that they're pointing weapons at civilians, the one who is talking, Detrian would literally like to walk up to them and like pretty much put the guy's rifle to his chest.
Oh boy, this is
and
getting...
Look him right in the eyes and just tell him, soldier to soldier, you kill civilians, that's not something that you ever can take back. You will have nightmares forever. Trust me, I know. This is not something you want to do.
Detrian, roll a diplomacy check.
You'll notice that when Detrian steps up to the gun, for the first time throughout this whole situation, you'll see kind of Phoenix's confidence, or at least her confidence might flicker for a moment when she sees Detrian do this. But she'll quickly try to regain it.
So that's a natural 17, so it's a 19 total.
He stands there, not changing. Mog, what was your total?
23.
I gotta give you penalties because you're in a rug.
You mean bonuses?
Bonus! Wait, don't you have bonuses? Use them. Use your bonuses.
Here's what happened.
My God.
Moment. silent. And this guy that Detrian is looking at leans into him. He says, I see you're a fighter. Move, or I will kill you too. No. What are you doing?
Nono seeing Mog like tacoed in a rug, Detrian stepping up these guns. She pulls back into the crowd and she's digging through her pack furiously, all 6. And she pulls out the hollow skin we have. And she wants to disguise herself as a Lashunta Sunrise Collective soldier.
Dang.
Absolutely.
Jamie,
You are a
dang.
very small Lashunta Sunrise Collective soldier. The Napoleon of these worlds. And you walk out. You're the smallest Lashunta the world has ever seen.
Good.
What is happening here? Soldiers, you should not be here right now. I told you to go down over there. They are outrageous down there. More protesters.
And like she begins yelling instructions at all of these people.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh,
Yes.
good heavens. Okay. 18.
What is going on here? Are you
Are you
Say something
talking
on-
back to me,
I'm
soldier?
gonna.
say something only I would know?
Sunspot.
You heard her, lads. Let's go. Everyone, you better pipe down or we'll come back. And the whole group turns,
Oh my god.
walks away.
Jamie!
Well done.
Oh my God, Jamie! Well done. Wow, what a great use of that.
Nono is now Napoleon. That is all I see.
No, Nolian.
All right. You have gotten
Ship name.
you've gotten the group of Casophans to the church, and now all you have to do is walk through these locked down streets and get to Teres's house. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn to the.
perception or whatever I need to do. Like, is the church protected? Is there anyone? I mean, there's not, right? There's no one here that looks armed that's able to protect this place, right?
Yeah, there's no protection that the church provides, but you roll a mysticism check.
You got it. $11 on the dice, and my total is 19.
Okay.
Or die.
So you know that Saren Ray is also known as the Dawnflower, and she is a neutral good goddess of healing, redemption, and the sun. So you feel like this church is perhaps a very good place to be, considering that the Lashunta wouldn't go attack it because it is a Lashunta sort of based church. Not only that, but you also feel like they are good people within there and that they will protect those who need protecting.
Okay.
It's sort of, the whole founding of this society is from the Sarenites. So like these types of churches, they're all over the place. And people come here because it is so close to the sun for their worship of Saren Ray. And you feel like it might be the safest place in all of this land of Asanatown.
Phoenix is gonna go up to Detrian, and she's gonna say, That was completely idiotic. You could have died. If this crew loses you, I don't know what we'll do.
If the shot hit me, it's better than if it hit one of the civilians.
I don't understand how you can think that way. We can't protect these people forever. We can try.
But I see what happens. I've seen what happens when soldiers open fire like that. Trust me, it would have been better if they shot me.
They would have shot you, and then they would have shot everyone else.
Maybe.
You would have died for nothing. You have to be smarter. These people will not go away. We're going to be confronting them this entire time. We have to finish our mission. We have to end this. We have to move forward.
Also, I was, using it to reach for his power pack and steal his ammo, so.
Oh, is that what you did?
I was planning on it if I had gotten a chance, but I didn't want to interrupt people. But yeah, pretty much Detrain was reaching for the power pack and going to take the ammo out of the gun.
Nice. So Tyrese leads you on through Asanatown, and it's erupting into full chaos. People are rioting here and there, breaking windows. You see people locking their houses up and barricading doors. You go through Bulwark's Plaza, and there is one woman, a Lashunta woman, and she's standing up on a box, and she's holding up an electric sign that says, "The end is nigh." And she looks at Abezagak, and she says, "Are you ready? You! Yes, you with the Dashko. Are you ready?"
Yes?
Ah, then you have seen it as well. You are ready.
No. See
You
what?
have to-
See
end.
what?
end.
No.
The end of the packed world. And that's where we'll leave it right now, as we go on a little break. A little mid-show break, some might say. The tension is high. Are you feeling it? Because
I am so stressed.
Yeah, I'm a little stressed out watching you all be stressed. It's very great. It feels really good. So we'll take a little break, relieve some of that stress, and we'll be back in just a moment. Make sure that you use all this time to watch the mid-show break, but then also get those ship names in on Twitter using the hashtag #ThingsInSpace and also adding the DAT network so that you can be entered for your chance to win a Starfinder beginner box. It's gonna be awesome. All right.
Hello, this is Sunrise Station. Please don't be the Scourge again.
This is
the Scourge again, isn't it?
No, it's Egrooks. The place we are in just went into martial law, and we could use your help. Just thought you should know.
I'm not dealing with it no more. This is a trick. Egrooks is Scourge backwards. I'm hanging up now.
But really it is martial law! Ugh, oh well. Give me my Dashko!
YouTube.com/the.dat-network. YouTube.com/the.dat-network. The Dat Network. Man, whew, that's a mouthful. Heroic Endeavors can be found. No, Heroic Endeavors is. No. Watch past episodes of Dragons and Things Heroic Endeavors on youtube.com/the.dat-network. Okay, I got it. Whew, all right. Now to record.
Every day, millions of people face heartbreak in the form of a silent killer. I'm talking about character death. I'm talking about malicious dice. Failed saving throws, critical misses, failed skill checks. Malicious dice can strike any character at any time, and the results are devastating.
I only got to play Celestia for one session. I kept failing. Roll after roll after roll. And then I got eaten by an aberration in the dark. I couldn't roll anything above a 5. The dice just...
Diana's tragic story is far from unique. The time to do something about malicious dice is now. And Tabletop Loot knows how to help. They're providing quality, affordable dice jails and shipping them to players in need across the nation. Go to tabletoploot.com today and order a dice jail for yourself and anyone you feel may be threatened by malicious dice. These safe, secure, and humane facilities will keep your tabletop safe from the kind of dice that don't care who they hurt. But it's not about giving up on your dice. Rehabilitation is possible for many of these viciously low rollers, thanks to Dice Jail's tabletop reintegration plans. It's time to stand up for our characters.
It's time to put malicious dice where they belong.
The wrong sound is never right. Don't let the wrong sound ruin the moment at your gaming table. Sirenscape has dozens of sound sets designed by gamers for gamers that add the atmosphere you need for epic tabletop gaming. See? The right sound sounds right. Epic games need epic sound. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app for free. And be sure to catch Sirenscape in action on Dragons and Things every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
Become inspired by Sirenscape Online Player's massive sound library and weave your tabletop legends by building custom sound sets that bring your immersive world to life. Simply download the app to access the entire Sirenscape archive anytime you need epic sounds. The online player works perfectly alongside any virtual tabletop to bring your players together no matter where they are in the world. Broadcast your custom sound sets in real time with flawless audio quality to give them a game they'll never forget. Get the Sirenscape Online Player today at Sirenscape.com.
folks, and welcome back to more Things in Space. This is intense, what's happening here.
Oh.
This is crazy. So I think we need just a little bit of time to chat with you all. But first, before we get into a little bit of a comment break, what about that news at the mid-show? Jamie, do you want to talk more about the news? Because it is your show.
Yeah. So on Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, IGM Crits and Giggles, which we're running Reign of Winter from Paizo, and a certain birthday boy is going to be guesting on Monday.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am
You guys
very
like
excited.
Wes? We like Wes. The whole world likes Wes. So Wes is coming in on Monday to join us for a little Crits and Giggles and see the craziness that occurs in that show. Well, let's take a little time now. And yeah, it definitely is. Let's read some comments, shall we?
Oh, Scott Denuzzo's calling it Wes is Baba Yaga.
Oh my goodness.
I'm playing Keanu Reeves, actually, yeah.
Nice. That's great.
We have a funny comment. This is back when Phoenix and Detrian were chatting. Sharnad says, "Can we get away from the feels tonight?"
Yeah.
B. McAllister 12. Mog, you should probably take the rug off. It's so good.
Oh boy.
Echo Prime says, "How's Scriff doing?" I am also curious how Scriff is doing.
Yeah.
Mog loves Scriff.
Griff.
While Alguin says, "I have 3 sets of dice from Tabletop Loot. They're so great. I wish I was in a campaign so I had an excuse to roll them. LOL. But more dice are more dice. So just, more dice."
Jenny Math rocks.
Yeah.
We did get some donations. I'm not sure if they've been read. Have you guys read those already?
No, not yet.
Those are brand new.
All right, so from B. McAllister, we have $15, a stim pack for my main man, Mog, and the rest to get my side man, Detrian, a cooked chicken. I mean, a med AI. Hashtag he will understand. Hashtag birthday bloke with a cloak. Hashtag Detrian won't die. Hashtag Mog reigns supreme. I love your hashtags. And then Daniel_Lance is saying donated $11 for a stim pack and anesthetic dart to a Bedzagak. Go soft spot for grunts.
Got soft spot. Oh, yeah.
Mad love.
We've been followed by... Go ahead, Jess.
No, I just wanted to say how I'm loving all the love on Sam's cat. Sam's cat is a big deal.
People love that cat, all right? They
He's
love
a great
that cat. We've been followed by Fennekin's, Node 40, Earth, Dimension C137, Wee Woo 0, and Wolf in the Willows. Thank you for the follows. We've also got a cheer from QWERTY76, so thank you for the cheer. And once again, our subs are going crazy. Crossbones gifted a sub to X Lyrial X, Talon 3319, and Hope Tracy. That's CXB in our world. Julia Carrara gifted to Zelsicia. That's the one. Ghost Hack 157, Grumpy Hoosier, and Awesome Joey. Sharnad to Vincent Wise 260, Irk 999, Wee Woo, Let's Roll This FAR. I know it. Or Push the Fisherman, and Legend of Katie gifted to Fennekins, the Wild Ferret resub for 26 months. And the Cadence gifted 5 subs. You guys are going crazy. And it's amazing. You're loving on Wes, you're loving on us. We appreciate it. We just want to give you a good show. So let's get back into it, shall we?
Just one second. Have we talked about BBBBs?
Those we have talked about, yes.
Okay.
Those are from earlier, I believe.
Double check.
Yes. Okay.
Continue, Mr. Narrator.
Here you are. You're in Asanatown. You're walking through this park, and a Bedzagak just hears this woman call out to her, She's screaming at her about the end of the Pact Worlds. But you have Tyrese who's just pulling you forward. What do you do?
Tyrese, I know, I will keep going. I'm gonna keep going with you. What is this lady talking about?
The end of the worlds.
Like how you say apocalypse?
At the end of the galaxy as we know it. The end of life as we know it. It's all coming to fruition now. We're all going to perish. Can you not feel it? Can you not feel it in your mind?
Let me try.
Death is coming.
Yeah, I also would like to try. Can I, close my eyes and get in tune with the telepathic link that I have?
Sure. Yeah, you open up your telepathic link. You have telepathy as a spell, but it opens up your mind to this world, and sure enough, you feel it. There's just a doom throughout the land that this is something is doomed here. It pervades your mind. It's not as overwhelming as when Far Portal sunk into the sun, but there is just something eking on the edge of existence that something cries out and knows that the end is near, and it's calling to you. Feel it. It's so near. You do.
Yes, I feel it. My captain, this is not good. We must do something.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. We have to
You
move
feel
forward.
it too?
Yes, I feel it.
Perhaps by saving this place, we shall end this horror.
It has to be something. Something to do with this place. It's just the feeling gets stronger. We have to help these people, but I don't know how.
The answer may lie with those who can connect to the telepathic link that you and I share as well. Perhaps that could be the Ifrits or the Lashuntas.
Yes.
All this while, Tyrese is pulling on Ebedzagak's arm. Please, you must go. Nib. I need her.
We're going. Right, guys?
Yeah.
We're coming with her. We're coming with you. Don't worry. We got you.
Travel.
I would say we'd try to get there as fast as we could.
Sure. So you travel. You run through the square, through this like gardeny sort of park, and you get to this apartment complex. And Tyrese fumbles with her keys, and then like swipes the data chip, and then enters into a locked building. And she's running up the stairs, and she goes up to her door and opens the door with the keys. And then all of a sudden she's in there, and she goes, Nib, are you there? Nib, please respond. And nothing answers back.
Can I do a perception check on the building to see if maybe there's any sort of forced entry or any sort of nefarious things that have happened here?
Absolutely.
That's only going to be a 13.
13. You are not able to really tell. You're not able to really tell if there was forced entry, but there's just. I mean, the streets are in chaos. there probably could have been 4th century, or somebody might have just been hurrying home. You're not really sure.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts on the house?
On the house?
Yeah, it's a 60-foot cone. I don't know how big this house is, but I want to try to detect thoughts.
Complex. It's a 6-story apartment complex.
Yeah. Their home. How big is their home?
It's a normal square footage for an apartment.
Oh, perfect.
750 square feet.
750 square foot apartment, So you're casting around and trying to detect thoughts, and there doesn't seem to be
it's a
anyone.
First level spell.
If you point down and you point down and you're just hearing someone downstairs saying, Stay quiet. They won't come for you. They just wanted her. They just wanted her because she's different. They just wanted her because she's different. If you're quiet, they won't come for you. Stay silent. Stay still. And it's just then that Tyrell receives a blip up on her data pad. It's blinking.
Does he share this information with us?
She's like looking around. She's distraught. She doesn't know what to do.
I would like to place my hand on her shoulder. Perhaps you should answer your datapad and do not give up hope.
Yes. Yes, that is a good idea. She pulls up her datapad and she swipes it, and a holographic image of Nib appears. I'm going to actually show you an image of Nib. I don't know if I did this before, but
Nib, N-I-B?
N-I-B. It's Nib. And she pops up and she goes, so listen, obviously things have gone a little bit awry, since you got here, but we're going to have a conversation. The thing, though, is that I might have had a conversation, and I might have told somebody to go screw himself, and it might have been the wrong person to tell to go screw himself. And so they're coming to get me, and I just wanted you to know. So that's why I'm leaving you this message. As soon as you get home, you should get the message. So please, for goodness, please get the message. All right. So here's the deal. We're gonna go ahead and listen. They're taking everybody up to Checkpoint Labu. So if they're gonna take me there, I gotta. If they're taking me to Checkpoint Labu, it's apparently I've heard that it's really heavily guarded, and things are about to go bad. I'm sorry, no. And the message cut out.
With my hand still on her shoulder, do you know the neighbors below you well?
No, we have separated there. When I went to work on the Far Portal Station, we split. I have been gone for many months. I do not know the people, if they might have changed, if they might have stayed the same. I do not know, but I don't know. And she starts breaking down in tears.
They may not have information that we could use, and I believe you are right, Captain. The timeliness in this matter is very important. We should go now to this checkpoint, for the neighbors can confirm they came for their wife.
Yes, we need to move. We need to move quickly, but we need to also move silently. Which means, and she looks at Detrian, we don't go and blow them up. First, at least.
Grenades aren't there for a first offense. They're a last resort most of the time.
And she's going to usher them, and we'd like to start making our way to Checkpoint Labu.
Okay. So currently this is your kind of situation. This is where you are over here in this fielded sort of area. You've passed through the park of Bulwark Plaza, and there is the apartment complex that Tyrese is in. This was the Burning Mother, the Church of the Burning Mother, where you led the Kasathans. And this over here, she points on basically like the Google Maps of Asanatown, Asana Google Maps. And she says, "This is Checkpoint Labu. It is a police station."
I'm going to go to Nono, and I'm going to say, what did you use to disguise yourself earlier?
I used the holoscan we found on the Breath of Embers.
Well, what do you say we give that to Detrian with his background? Perhaps we could talk our way in instead of fighting our way in.
Not a bad idea.
Maybe. What do I get for it?
What would you like?
I'll get back to you later. Here.
He hands over the holoscan.
Such a hardened criminal.
I am a fugitive.
All right. So you start making your way. Detrian's disguised as a Lashunta, and you're making your way through the streets. Let's just go ahead and everybody roll. How would you say you're going about all of this?
Stealthily. Probably.
Okay.
As we're leaving, Ben, at level 2, I got an ability called Mind Link, and I can essentially convey a lot of thoughts to an individual.
Cool.
And so I would like to place my hand onto Tyrese, and it's done through like images and communication that way. So I would like to give her memories of me growing up with my 20 brothers and sisters, and like all the positive memories of that, and like shoot those into her brain to sort of lift her spirits.
Well, she gets a will save to a. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is very very nice. She kind of seems a little bit relieved, and she looks at you and she says, "I know that you will all bring her back. You are strong and brave, and even though your captain says you are not heroes, you are heroes. If not to each other, then to me."
We need you to be brave as well in these times.
Yes.
And now I'll roll for stealth.
All right. Just so you know, Silent H has donated $30 for 5 anesthetic darts for the most benevolent of GMs, Ben.
No!
And then he says, use wisely, but almost I think he might have meant to say use on Wesley, but I can't be too sure about all of that. And then Silent Screams donated $10 saying, this is to give an edge to the birthday boy, Wes. You and the rest of the players are amazing. Never change, much respect.
Aww.
All right. So here you are. You're stealthing through the streets. What do we got?
Well, your captain rolled like a 13.
Okay. Okay. What else?
The guy who's supposed to be super stealthy is he rolled a 9.
All right.
And
All right.
Your big bulk over here rolled a 21.
Hey. Yeah. You. What about you, Skinnermander? You and Scriff, huh?
Yeah. I got an 8. Griff
Oh.
got a 10.
So No is walking around town and is just thinking about like, I could get Captain Phoenix to give me this. I could get Captain Phoenix to give me that. There are so many things that Captain Phoenix and No doesn't realize that she's saying these things out loud, like to the world. And you see that coming from around the corner, not all, but a good portion of that group that were at the protest, they turn around the corner and they look at you and they go, "We knew there wasn't a small Lashunta in charge. Get him!" Everybody roll initiative.
Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
Yeah! I gotta
At
hear
least
these.
the civilians are nearby.
It worked. You saved the civilians.
You guys absolutely saved the civilians, which is great. So you did a good
12
job.
for me.
12 for Detrian. Detrian, remember, you do have that moment to take back whenever you want to. But, that could be very important coming up.
Exactly.
Also, explosive rounds for Mog and Abedzagak. Let's also remember that. Abedzagak, what do you have?
19.
19 for Abedzagak. All right. What else?
I got 16.
No with a 50? What is that?
No. I was raising my hand to say I also got a 12.
Also a 12. So who's got the higher bonus?
My bonus is 3.
Detrian, what's your dex bonus?
My dex bonus is 3.
Oh, so we got ourselves a little bit of a roll-off. Why don't the two of you roll your d20s to decide who will go first? In doing so, also we'll wait for Mog to tell me when Mog is going to go.
I got a 50.
5. All right, good.
I got an 11.
All right, Detrian and No, what are your d20s and what do they say?
Mine was a 5.
Oh, boy.
15.
Hey, so No is going before. But that doesn't stop the beginning of the round, as it's me who goes first. There are a total of 7 of these people, and they just turn the corner. They see you all lined up in the row. We're going to use Theater of the Mind for this one because there's so many of these street battles all over the place. They sort of spread out around the walkways, and they take their shots. I've got 7 of these. Actually, there's 8. Never mind. There's 8 of them. There's 5 of you. Let's go. 2 shots on Detrian, 2 shots on No for sure, 2 shots on Abedzagak, and 1 on Captain Phoenix and 1 on Mog. So here come my 2 shots at No. That is going to be a total of 22 and 15 against KAC.
Yeah, that hits.
Both of them.
Well, my KAC is 14, so yeah.
All right, both hit. Here come 2 shots against Detrian. Oh boy. That is going to be a 23, but the other one is going to miss, I believe. Here's 2 shots against Abedzagak. Those shots, I've got a 13 and a 17.
Oh, 17.
Do any of you figure KAC? All right, that one hits. And then 1 shot against Captain Phoenix for a 17 against KAC. And another shot against Mog for a... Ooh, they miss Mog. They miss Mog because he's just too lovable and too charming, right?
Yay!
No, you take a total of 8 points of damage. Detrian, you take a total of 6 points of damage. Abedzagak, 7 points of damage. And Captain Phoenix, good old 8 points of damage. As you are all just... all these hunting rifles go off at once, and they just lay waste into you. And next up, we do have a Abedzagak, what are you going to do? They've all kind of spread out. There are 3 in front and 3 on this, or 3 in front, 3 and 2 on the sides. So you've got 2 to your left, 3 to your right, and 3 in front of you.
What's the environment look like?
This is a street. It's mostly cleared. You do have a couple of cars here and there that have just kind of been parked and pushed aside, but the streets are mainly clear of people. It is a narrow street, probably about a block before it gets curved, a block before it takes a right-hand turn. Abedzagak, what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to take my dashko, and I'm going to go aim it at the 2 to my left.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Cleave, because with Cleave, I can attack 2 enemies at the same time.
Yes, they are adjacent to one another. So if you strike true on the one, then you will be able to hit the other. So go ahead, roll your attack.
Oh boy! All right, that's gonna be a.
Don't forget, you do have anesthetic, or you have some stims, some anesthetic darts. Like, let's remember all of this. And just now, the Wild Fair dropped $50 to get a meta AI to all the players. Looks like they'll need it. So,
oh my gosh, Wild Ferret!
Thank you.
Nice.
Wild Ferret.
Okay, I'm gonna use both of my stim packs for this roll.
Okay, go for it.
Which is gonna be a total of 24.
24 is going to hit the first person. Now roll the second attack roll, and let's see if you cleave through to get the second.
Yeah, baby.
Are you using your dashko right now?
I sure am, and I with this roll, I have things. I want to use, can I use my BBB on this for a reroll?
It depends. Did you hit? It's not a reroll, but you do get an extra action. So, did you miss? Is that the real question?
Yeah, it's an 8, so I'm pretty sure I missed.
Yeah, you missed. All right, but if you want to roll to strike again, go for it.
Yeah, baby, let's do it! Oh,
all right.
19.
19. You hit both of them. Roll some damage. While you're rolling damage, we will move on to Captain Phoenix. Abedzagak, you just find a good chance to tell me what it is.
You got it. Gonna be 7.
7, and then what else? You have 2 attacks, so you gotta hit me the second one as well.
9.
9. All right. And Captain Phoenix, what are you doing?
Well, first I'm going to use all of my med AIs. So thank you so much to everyone who has ever donated to me a med AI. I have 5 of them, and I'm using them all right now.
Actually, you only need to use 4 of them because you got hit with 8 points of damage. As now you are level 2, Patches is a little bit better as well. Stepping amount of patches. Here you are, Captain Phoenix. Healing you up and healing you completely of all those points of damages.
Oh, that's amazing. Even better.
Yeah.
Great. So now, you said there are 3 guys in front of me, right?
Yeah, there are 3. They're not directly together. They're kind of spread apart, but they are in front of you.
Are there any guys that are closer together?
Yes, both the people on the left and on the right are closer together. You see that on the right there's a pair of 2 and then 1, and then on the left there's another pair of 2. These all seem to be you see that they all seem to be Sunrise Collective. None of them are the mercenaries. So you must have stirred up with one and not the other.
So the guys on the right, you said there's 2 and then 1. How far away is that 1 from those 2?
5 feet.
Great, awesome, cool. I'm targeting all 3 of them right now using my overheat, which basically is a 15-foot cone that will hit. Yeah. Okay. So basically, you watch
all of them. Huh? You can hit the 2, but you can't hit the third one. I have it mapped out. Yeah, because if you turn it out, he's like 20 feet away from them, from the one that is closest to you.
Okay. Okay. So then 2 of them. So basically, Phoenix, you can kind of see her, and she kind of just like absorbs her party members, like the heat that comes off of them. So you can kind of see her, like she just kind of like absorbs this heat from her friends, and then she uses it and shoots it out at these guys.
All right, they get a reflex save. I don't think they're going to pass. I got a 10 and a 6, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, first I gotta roll to hit you, so what I do, and
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming a 19 is gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm gonna roll damage.
Actually, overheat is a cone, so it's an area effect, so you don't need to roll to hit. It just hits where you want it to.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That's gonna be 15 points of damage.
Yikes! Yeah, you take these guys. They look like they are on their last legs, but I mean, they're still standing. They're just looking mighty unhappy. All right. Next up, we have. Do you want to move anywhere?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right, we've got No going. No, what are you gonna do?
No is going to call over Patches first off.
Okay, Patches pops out and goes, "Oh yes, No, here you are," and zips into you some healing juices.
And then Nona will use her move action to instruct Griff to shoot, but her standard action, you see from her belt, like this giant energy shield bubble up around her. So she has a shield up as her standard action,
awesome.
And then instructs Griff to shoot. Griff will shoot at the closest guy.
At the closest guy. Okay.
Yeah. Total of 19.
19 is a hit. Roll damage. This is one of the ones that Captain Phoenix just hit with overheat. Griff wheels around and pew, shoots right over her shoulder, hitting this guy for 5 points of damage, and he is dead. So yeah, he falls to the ground dead. You've defeated him. Next up, we have Detrian. Detrian, what would you like to do?
So I've seen like a lot of people get damaged. How far away are the enemies?
They are about 15 feet. Well, Captain Phoenix would have had to get up. They're about 10 feet away from you. But they're dispersed to the side and far in front of you. The ones that are far in front of you are about 25 to 30 feet away.
Okay. So I would, upon taking the hit, I would have flipped around and then hit a device on my belt that activates my holographic clones.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Yeah, pops out. So it pops out a couple copies of myself, but I need to roll a d4 to see how many copies.
What's the X-Men, the guy, what's his name, like Multitude Man or something like that, that he just makes copies of himself? Yeah, that's exactly what Detrian does. He just plop, 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 pops out different versions of himself. Roll that d4.
2.
All right, so there are 3 total Detrians on the field. All right, that's fun for me to deal with. Do you want to use Patches as well?
Does Patches also heal up your stamina points?
Patches will heal up stamina.
I will use 5 of my meta AIs.
And your meta AIs as Patches stumbles over. Yeah, well, there are many of you that need healing, it seems. And brings your stamina up. We continue along. Mom,
can I move into cover behind a car?
Yeah, absolutely. You move into cover by a car. That's great. There's so many of you, and you're in cover. I'll never be able to hit you. All right, Mom, your turn.
I would like to just make sure that I'm going to stand next to Tyrus and making sure that I'm between her and the rest of the people.
So this is a good question. I was under the assumption that you were leaving Tyrese at her house. But
that sounds smart.
Yeah, she's at her house, so you don't have to stick near Tyrese at all.
I'm gonna be in between her house and the bad guys right now, and just go ahead and shoot my gun. Moving over slightly.
Rounds. You know what?
Yeah.
I have to take a timeout here because Jess's weapons are explosive, and we didn't do that on your turn. And Jess, you hit both times. Please go ahead and roll your This is a D6, and it also injures people around it. Yeah.
Double explosion.
4. So you explode into this, like, boom. You hit the first one, and it explodes and hits the other guy as well, dealing 1 point of damage to him. And now you hit the other guy, so roll a D6 again.
Yeah, what a dream. 6!
All right, you've killed that guy. He just explodes. Your Dashko swings through, and he pops like a party balloon. And the other guy takes a little bit of damage of it as well. He's barely standing also. Now we go to Mog. Mog, with your explosive rounds, what are you going to do?
Well, she seems fine. And instead I'll go to the right and attack the two over there. So staying 30 feet away, I'll shoot my laser pistol. Thinking that if I got the close rounds, it'll go just as well as that, right? And I'll roll a 9. Plus my 1 is 10, so it'll go just as well.
You hit a building. Roll percentile.
You got it. This is everything I wanted. 49.
49. I was going to go above 30%. You're close enough that it explodes, and it hurts the guy a little bit. Not a D6 of damage, but definitely 1 point of damage as a piece of shrapnel hits this guy in the side of the head. Continue along. Now it's my favorite turn.
Yours.
My turn. So what's going to happen is two of these soldiers, they see Detrian go behind the car, and there's a lot of it. And they are smart. They're not stupid enemies. They go, how am I going to hit a single solitary enemy out of all that madness? I'm going to chuck a grenade at him. The other guy sees that No and Captain Phoenix and Mog are all stationed together and says, wow, they're all so close together. This is great. I'm going to throw a grenade at them. So 2 grenade throws are coming at you all, and you all get saved.
No, anesthetic dart you.
Oh, you're going to anesthetic dart? Okay.
Yeah.
Rude. Wait, for which one? For which one?
How many?
I'm throwing 2 grenades.
2 grenades.
I'm throwing 2 grenades. Yeah.
I'll do one on the first one.
Yeah, I'm doing both. -1 on both.
Yeah,
You're doing. Okay. All right. All right. So here we go. So I've got -2 on each of these, correct?
3 on each of them.
-3 on each of them? Get out of here.
Yeah!
You both fly wide. Because I rolled 5 on each of them. There's no way that those are going to hit, especially with those sinks on them. And they fly over there, and they burst up against the wall. No damage happens whatsoever. But you know what? The other 4 are going to shoot. Definitely going after Captain Phoenix, No, and Detrian, and a Bedzagak. The one right next to you is pretty angry. So it's going to shoot at you. That is going to be a 15 against KAC.
Oh boy. Well, it doesn't hit.
Well, I mean, he takes a guarded step back. Here come the next 2. This is one on Detrian is going to be this new dice I got, and this one is going to be on Captain Phoenix.
Does it matter that I'm in cover, or have the...
You get a bonus.
Okay.
But you know what they say about bonuses? They don't matter if I roll a natural 20.
Did you actually roll a natural 20 again on me?
Oh yeah. I don't know why. You are my crit magnet.
That's 4. That's 4 natural 20s you've hit on me, by the way.
I'm rolling different dice, and I'm still critting you. The other one against Captain Phoenix is going to be a 13 to hit against KAC.
You don't hit.
Okay. All right, but this one going against Detrian on his birthday. First of all, I got to roll a d3 because, he's got 3 versions of himself. So on a 1, I'll hit. On a 2 and a 3, it blows up one of your clones. That's a 3. So you are saved from the critical hit as one of your clones just bursts, as if nothing has happened. And there is one more shot coming in at no.
Oh.
That's an 18 on the die. So that one is also going to hit. You're going to take a total of 5 points of piercing damage as a bullet just slams right into you.
Owie!
If that's done. Man,
No,
these things,
Ben. I think you need
fast.
all the information, Ben.
What's that?
You already had 1 BBBB, but now you have 2 because Silent H gave you another extra action.
Yes! All right. Well, Wes angered me with that clone and taking
The
away my
ability
natural.
that you suggested that I take?
Yeah, and it angered me. So I'm gonna take another shot at Detrian.
It's his birthday.
It's gonna miss. Anesthetic dart? You're anesthetic darting me?
Yeah.
Rude.
2 of them.
All right. Well, then I miss on my first use of my b-b-b-b-b. But guess what? I got another one. So here comes another shot at Detrian because he angered me.
Well, because you angered me, I'm going to use 5 anesthetic darts.
Well, that's rude, but I'm going to use a stim pack on this one, so it's only 4 anesthetic darts.
Okay, fine.
Stop rolling 5s! You're safe.
Looks like Wes just blew out your candle.
Yes!
Oh.
That was stupid, Sam. I loved it.
If you were here, I'd give you one of these cupcakes.
It is Abedzagak's turn. Abedzagess, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I would sure like to send patches over to my best friend, my prisoner,
Oh!
To,
did you skip me this round?
How
Did I skip
many times? No, it's Abedzagak and then Captain Phoenix.
Oh, okay, just checking.
okay,
So
send patches
Abedzagak.
over.
Patches goes over to Nono and just, oh, here you are. I'm running low on juice, and heals you up for 2 more points of healing. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Love you, bro.
Here we go.
Bud. Okay.
Love you too.
So now I want to use my sticky grenade to throw at the closest fella to me, whoever's the closest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
make them be stuck in place.
All right.
It's gonna be a 5.
A 5. A 5. Yeah. No. They jump out of the way. They're fine. Our grenades are so good, right? Like we're so good at grenades.
Wait, but I have Agent of Chaos. Can I use that?
You have explode. You know what? It blows up. Here's what happens. You throw this grenade thinking it's a sticky grenade. And you chuck it, but you've misunderstood grenades all along. And this was never a sticky grenade. It blew up and it was just a regular grenade. So it doesn't necessarily kill them or hit them like a normal grenade would. But that one piece of shrapnel flies out of this grenade. And this was a person that you had hammered with your Dashko, hammered to the point that they had 1 hit point left. So your Agent of Chaos exploding grenade kills this man.
Yay!
There you go. Don't let anyone ever tell you that I'm not a nice person. All right, we move on. Now it's Captain Phoenix's turn.
Then I think now's a great time to explain just describe the battlefield. How are these guys feeling in compared to where I am?
So the back line has not experienced any damage whatsoever. The 2 on the right, the one closest to you was you've overheated them and taken care of them. So the one closest to you looks very bad off, but the one behind him, 10 feet, is in a perfectly fine situation. So you're really dealing with a back line of 3 people and one more on the offshoot, and then you've got this guy over here that looks like he's teetering on the edge of existence. But before you go, Captain Phoenix, I think now would be a wonderful time to read some comments. Yes, it's time to read the comments!
I would just like to let everyone know that we are seeing your tweets with your character shipping names, and they are amazing. Keep them coming. Be sure to tweet at us your best character shipped names at the DAT Network using the hashtag ThingsInSpace, and combine player characters or NPCs, whatever you'd like. But we will be selecting a winner at the end of this episode, and it's a really awesome prize.
People are really pumped up that you're killing these people. I mean, Abyssal says kill them painfully and slowly. And then I want to hear their screams and see the light leave their eyes. Whoa.
Wowza. Walgalgun, Abedzagak and Nono have my favorite interactions. This is great.
B. McAllister says, no, do not hurt Detrian, not on his birthday. And I agree. I mean, Ben, you literally took 2 extra actions on the birthday boy.
Yeah.
And
it's like
still
when people,
didn't hit me.
Now I want to do more. Somebody,
Wes, watch out! Watch out!
Oh boy! And then Crossbones AE says, feeling juices? Okay then, but it was healing juices. Still not quite very good. We can think about that.
One of my favorite comments from Abslins. You hurt Detrian on his birthday right in front of my salad?
That's funny. You know what?
That's
you know
amazing.
what, Amiss? You get a point of inspiration. You get a point of inspiration. Next time you play in a Starfinder game, you just be like, GM Ben said I have a point of inspiration. So
Well, if that's how this works, then technically Patrick Rothfuss told me that in my next game I got a point of inspiration. So.
Ooh.
yeah. Kitty, you broke up there. Better get a better data pad. All right, we continue on. Now it is Captain Phoenix's turn. What are you gonna do?
So the 3 guys that are behind us that we haven't hit yet, how close in proximity are they?
They are spread apart with a 5-foot gap in between each of them. One is standing in the middle of the street, and the other 2 are kind of pressed up against the side of vehicles, hover cars.
Okay, and would you say that if I were to overheat them, I could hit 2 of them?
You could not, because of how they're separated
5 feet apart.
with a 5-foot gap in them. So, well, no, you could hit 2 of them.
Okay, 2 of them.
In a 15-foot zone, yeah. You'd have to step up and be right in the kill box.
Well, I got to move up to be within 15 feet of them.
Yeah. I see right where you are. I've got this idea in my mind that you're right in the middle of it all, and they can all turn their guns and point them directly at you. I love it.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
see, I'm seeing things a little bit differently than that, Ben, but you do what you need to do.
I'm seeing it perfectly right in front of my eyes. It's great. It's great.
I'm going to anesthetic dart your roll, whatever it is.
I get 2 reflex saves. You're going to anesthetic dart it?
Yeah.
That's rude. All right. That's going to be a total of 16 for each of them. Is that a save?
Yep.
All right, so they take half damage. They take half damage.
All right.
So,
but Ben, what I'm going to do also, which you're not going to like, since they are taking half damage, I'm going to use my Light 'em Up, which is going to add an extra d6 of damage to them.
To one of them.
I'm using...
You only have 1 or 2.
Okay, great. To one of them.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
And I'm going to use my crits and giggle dice, which rolls pretty well, Jamie knows.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, that's a lot of 6s. So that's going to be...
What's the main overheat damage?
The main is 2... Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I rolled that wrong. I'm sorry. Hang on there, Ben. I rolled 6s instead of d8s. They're 2 d8s, and then I'm adding a +6. So, hang on. I'm actually going to do more damage to you.
So roll the 2 d8s first. Rude.
Oh, okay. Ooh, all right. Well, that's an 8 and a 6 on the die.
14. All right, so they take 7 points of damage each. Now you choose one, and you d6 that person.
Then you choose one.
I've chosen in my mind.
It's only going to be 4 points of damage, though.
4 points of damage. The one in the middle, you see that there was like a little gasoline underneath him. And so you take this fire and you overheat it and you start to burn it up, and the gasoline underneath him lights up, and he actually burns a little bit more than the other guy. Okay, we move on. Katie's in the kill box. No, you just see your captain step up into the middle of all 5 of these combatants. What are you going to do?
Ben, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we just got raided by GM Table.
Oh, thank you for the raiders.
Hi, Raiders. Welcome.
Don't worry, I'm just about to kill my players.
Not if we kill you first.
Yeah.
Is that what this situation is looking like? Oh.
I don't. It's not actually looking good for me. All right. No. What are you going to do?
No will tell Scriff to take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
The one that looked worst off.
The one that looked worst off on the right.
Yes.
All right.
Is that a
Go
clear
ahead
line
and take
of
your
sight?
shot.
Okay.
Clear line of sight. Yeah. They are not afraid of you.
I'm gonna use that
Anesthetic
reroll.
chart 5 times. What reroll that I gave you? Yeah, and then on this reroll, I'm going to give you 5 anesthetic darts. -5.
Real quick, hold on.
Yeah.
B McAllister has donated $10. More cooked chicken for Detry, and also suck it, Ben Birch.
B McAllister.
Yes.
All right.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Well, the first time I rolled for Scriff, it was a 1. And that's why I used my reroll, and then I got a 2. So technically the total is -1.
Oh boy. All right, nothing happens. Here we go.
I will
What
I will take a shot.
All right, you take a shot.
Probably not going to do it with a 12.
12. No, not going to hit these guys. You see that that No is like, ah! She's very excitable, and this is the energy taking over. We continue along. It is Detrian's turn. Detrian, what do you wish to do? There are 2 of you remaining.
2 of them?
Yeah, there's one of you and one of your clones.
Okay. So, are there any enemies within my move distance?
Yeah, I mean, you can move up to any one of them.
Okay, awesome. Would I be able to tell if anyone's super injured?
Yeah, there is one that is super injured to the right, and then the one actually in the middle in the front is very, very injured as well. He's the one currently lit up by gasoline.
Okay, so I would move toward the one who's on the far side, the right side.
All right.
And I would actually like to run at him and not pull the pin on, but so it's just like tossing the air using trick attack just to distract him.
Okay.
So I'm tossing one of my grenades up in the air just as a distraction.
Oh.
So pretty much tossing it toward him so that they get scared, and then I'm running up and attempting to shoot him with my pistol. So I'm like running up. I'm gonna like jump off of a car and then take shots with my pistol.
Roll an acrobatics check.
You got it. So that is a 26.
You jump off this car, you're agilely flipping through the air, you loose a grenade, and he kind of like drops his weapon, and he's holding this grenade. Roll your trick attack. Is it a bluff?
Let me see.
I think you're trying to make this guy think that the grenade is lit.
He thinks it's he thinks the grenade is lit.
All right, so roll a bluff check.
Okay. What do I add to that? Do I?
Your bluff score.
Okay.
A D20 plus.
Yeah. Okay. And then so my bluff score. So that would be a 15.
A 15. So he's not. He kind of looks at it. He goes, "This isn't one that's really using." And he puts it in his pocket. He has no weapon, but you haven't gotten your trick attack off. So, but you still can make an attack.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that would be a... Where is it? Oh, that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Okay. That is a 4.
You see this guy pocket the grenade. He's got nothing in his hands, and as you're coming down out of that flip, you just take your gun and pop him right in the face. He is dead. Good job. There are 4 more remaining.
Did I look cool, and did anybody see it?
Super cool. Mog saw it for sure. Abedzagak is a little too busy. Nono's a little too frantic, and definitely Captain Phoenix is fearing for her life. So
no, she's not. She's not. She's fine.
No, absolutely. Mog, you're very far in the back. You got explosive rounds. You got an overcharge also from somehow, or I don't know where it came from. You got 2 stims sitting on the back of your goopy neck, and what are you gonna do?
Wow, I saw it, and I'm very impressed, Edrian. And then I'll step forward and shoot toward the back line to try to help out my captain.
All right.
Using my cool stuff. Explosive rounds. Come on, Mog.
Oh,
I got
Are you using those 2 stim packs?
Yes, I am. And I used them before I rolled.
I tell you what, a 14 wouldn't have done it. But a 16, 16's gonna do it. Which one of these ones in the back are you shooting? The one that hasn't been touched, or the one that looks almost dead, or the one that, also got burned up in the flame?
I'll go also got burnt up in the flame.
Okay, so you're shooting at that guy. Unfortunately, he's not near anyone else, so the explosive round isn't going to go out from the explosion. But you take your shot, it explodes. Roll your damage.
Light him up as well. So that's an extra D6.
Oh, yeah, so you're rolling an extra 2d6 on top of your damage.
Nice. So my damage is a 1 from the D4.
Okay.
And the D6 total is 8, so 9 total.
So you see Mog Mog like hesitantly and slimily pull up this laser pistol. He's not very good at it, but he takes this shot and it just barely nicks into the side of this guy's shoulder. And he's like, "There's a bullet right there." And then the bullet explodes, and he dies as well. Congratulations, you've killed that guy.
I've written up those explosive rounds.
This kill box, it's not looking much more like a box anymore, more like a triangle, as there are only 3 combatants left. But you're sitting right there, and I can't help but take 3 shots at you because you're sitting right in the middle. Here comes the first shot. 16 on the die. Second shot. 18 on the die. Third shot. 13.
Miss.
Miss. Okay.
I'd like to mention, I have no more bonuses.
At all?
No more med AIs.
Yeah,
Save me
here
on
we
this.
go.
Can I give her my mid AIs?
Now you can set patches wherever you want. Oh.
Yeah.
And she,
Yeah.
It's,
Would I notice that Phoenix is taking damage?
Oh, yeah. Because these 2 on the side, the one is right in front of you, and you see that they turn, and instead of pointing their gun at you, Detrin, they point into the middle. And you see Captain Phoenix as she takes 15 points of damage from 2 piercing into her skin.
Yeah, my 2 meta AIs are going to Captain Phoenix for sure.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Patches jumps out of the video bot and waddles over there, and are the 3 from Mob going as well?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
For a total of how many?
5 points of healing back. But ladies and gentlemen,
No.
they now have no more med AI. 10 points of healing. You are right, Jamie. Thank you for correcting me.
Oh. Okay.
I don't
They now
want
have
you
no
dead.
more med AI. So now here comes the real opportunity for me to take things to the next level. But it's not my turn. That turn goes to Abedzagak. Abedzagak, what are you going to do?
Oh my god. Okay, so we have where are all of the alive people
There are
now?
3 combatants. There is 1 catty corner to where you started. They are very far up to the front and to the right. Standing in front of that person 10 feet away is another person, and then standing to the right or to your left of that person is another Lashunta. So what are you going to do? The one Lashunta on the left looks beat up and lit on fire.
Okay, great. Real quick here. I'm gonna run over to Mog because I never dealt with this earlier. Hey, buddy, you're doing a really great job over here, and can I use this? And I slowly, take the rug back off of his back. But I want your permission.
The rug the whole time?
Yeah, I never got it back. Yeah.
He never took it off, technically.
Okay. Sounds good.
He was
What
like
are you
a
gonna
swung
do?
hot dog.
But I'm gonna ask first, because if he still needs it, he can still use it.
Yeah,
Buddy,
that's for sure.
are you good? Can I borrow this? I'll give it back if you want to use it.
You may borrow it.
Okay,
It
good
does
to know.
belong to you.
Rugs are for everybody, man. And I roll it up, and I would like to jump as far as I can from Mog to the nearest guy and just whack the shit out of the one that's on fire.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Roll an attack roll.
Thank you.
Yikes. Rugs all the time.
17.
17. Total?
Yeah,
17 total.
17 total.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting pretty skilled with a rug there, Abedzagak. Roll 1d4. And this is a smaller rug. So it's a thinner rug.
No, this is a big rug.
This is a huge rug. The biggest of rugs. Roll a d4 and add your strength modifier.
Okay. That's gonna be a 7 damage.
Oh my goodness. Rizikak rips the rug off of Mog, leaps into the air. She's dropped her Dashko, which is clearly a superior weapon, but instead goes to the rug and smacks this guy across the face. He falls unconscious, and also the fire is put out, thankfully.
Yay.
You know, you've done basically non-lethal damage to him since he's not a fire elemental. He is unconscious, but not dead. Yikes, you and rugs. It's ridiculous.
Do I have enough time to run back and give the rug back to Mom?
Oh, you do not have time. This is ridiculous already. Your rug usage is out of control. Captain Phoenix, it's your turn. You just got hit hard.
Actually, I didn't, because it all kind of canceled out. So like it's almost like she got hit and then all of a sudden she just like, oh, it was fine again.
Making me want to hit you so hard with this gun.
So, Ben.
Yes.
Who's the closest one to me?
There are two remaining. They are 10 feet apart. You've got one that's kind of behind a car that you and Detrian are kind of like pinpointing at perpendicular angles. The one that is further away is a 45-degree angle off of that one. They both look not very hurt at all.
Not very hurt at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one looks less not very hurt at all?
They both are fine. They're perfectly fine. But I will say, if you choose to shoot the one that you're perpendicular with Detrian with, that person will get that Lashunta will get some cover because they're hiding behind a hover car. They're on the other side.
What if I want to walk up to them and touch them?
Then you would have to go to the one on the 45-degree angle because there'd be a car in between you and the one that you're talking about.
Can't go around the car.
You can go around the car, sure. You stand in front of Detrian, and now you're standing right in front of this person, and you want to punch them?
No, I want to touch them, but
touch
not
them.
if I'm. Yeah, and it's actually fine if I'm standing in front of Detrian because I'm hoping that it won't matter.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to touch
What's this spell that you're casting?
I would like to cast Jolting Surge.
Oh, great. Jolting Surge.
Your favorite spell. So I'm assuming they have some sort of technology on their person.
Yeah, because it'd be ridiculous if they didn't have any technology, right, Katie? It'd be ridiculous if they didn't have any technology on their body.
If they were just a gelatinous cube that happened to suck up my data pad. Oh, just throwing that out there.
Yes, they do. They have comm units all over their body, attaching to their eyes and even into their mouths as well.
Okay, well, just so you know, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, you touch them.
Great.
I'm angry.
Cool. So, hang on a sec while I roll this.
4d6 electricity. Yeah. Spells are really good in Starfinder.
I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite. Oh, all right. So that's gonna be 14, 18 points of damage.
And you see the electricity coursing through this Lashunta's body. You see the skeletal form of it, and then it just drops dead. There is one remaining.
Sweet.
No,
so I'm gonna tell.
Wait,
hold on. I'm gonna turn back and I'm gonna tell Detrian. I'm gonna like give him the eyes toward that other one that's close to us, and I'm gonna say, "Go get him."
All right. No, it is your turn though. You see one more enemy in the far front right. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot. Me and Scriff both.
You can take 2 shots at this guy over there.
Okay. Oh! I got a natural 20.
Ooh,
oh,
yes.
Boy. Well, I didn't want to do
excited.
this, and I forgot to do it earlier with Wes, but good thing because I didn't even hit him. But I got another thing from PaizoCon, and that is the Starfinder critical hit deck. So, Jamie, I'm going to pull a card for you right now.
I am concerned.
What kind of damage is this?
Piercing.
Okay, piercing. This says, driven to one knee. You get your double damage, and the target cannot move from its square for 1 round.
I don't think he'll have much longer. It's fine.
Okay,
4
roll
points
your
of damage.
All right. Is that total?
And then, yeah, that was my shot. And then Script
All right.
still has to shoot.
All right. Take your shot.
18 total for Scriff.
That is also a hit. Roll damage.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Scriff blasts into this thing. This guy is on one knee, woozily teetering back and forth. A slight breeze could knock this over. All right, I'm talking he is ready for the downfall. And what better way to serve up a kill on a platter for the birthday boy? Wes, take us home.
So Destrian, recognizing that this guy is on his last legs, and full well knowing that they need information more than anything else, Detrian is going to run up and attempt to knock this guy unconscious.
Love it. Roll an attack. You're gonna punch him.
I'm gonna run up, jump off the car, and attempt to Superman punch him, just because it's fun.
Yes. Please roll an acrobatics check first for the jumping off the car.
That is a 29.
Yeah, super acrobatically, you're just flying through the air, spinning in a barrel roll as you come in with your half-elfish fist. And before you do that, though, I don't know that the people know what Detrian looks like. So why don't you tell us what they see spinning through the air, coming in to clock this guy in the face?
You see a 6-foot-tall half-elf, pointed ears with bright purple eyes. And right now he is fiercely pissed off because he knows that these are the same soldiers that were about to open fire on a crowd of civilians. He also knows that they are the best way for him to get information, and there's only 2 of them that are still left alive. This one being the only conscious one. So he is just flipping through it, but it pretty much looks like me with purple eyes and pointed ears, just a little shorter.
Well, we gotta get some purple contact.
For cosplay reasons, cosplay purposes, does have silver hair. Yes.
Yeah, we already were talking about how Jess is going to be a big dinosaur in cosplay at some point, but we'll figure it out. All right. But Wes, make your attack roll.
Okay, I'm going to use 5 stims.
All right. 5 stims course through your body as they just. It's almost like the back of your neck looks like a data pad itself. It's coated with these stims, and one by one they fall off, but you seem like they get recharged pretty quickly.
So that is a 16 to hit, I believe.
A 16 is a hit. Roll a d4 and add your strength modifier.
4.
You come in, spinning through the air, and you take your fist with the gun still in its hand, and you punch hard through this Lashunta's face. And he crumbles to the ground, unconscious. Congratulations, you all have done it.
Yes!
Oh! Wowza.
That was
Real
a tough
quick.
fight.
Sharna donated $20. Medai, 1 for Katie, as she would give it to her crew, and 1 for Wes. He can't be sad on his birthday.
I was trying!
I know.
You were trying to kill him on his birthday? What's wrong with you?
I think it would have been really cool. It would have been really cool, right, Wes? It would have been an awesome story.
I know, because I got that Agent of Chaos and I would have just rerun time anyway.
Oh.
Yeah!
Yikes.
Ben just had that realization face.
You wrecked him, Wes. You wrecked him.
Oh boy. All right. Well, folks, here you are. Here you sit with two of these soldiers at your feet, unconscious. The rest of them have bled out and died. They were rude, mean, evil Lashuntas. And you've done your job. You've saved this area at least, and you know that they won't be following you anywhere. And that's where we'll leave it.
Oh.
That's where we'll leave it for today.
Wow.
Darn.
Yeah. I know. As you make your way to the Labu checkpoint. But we've got a lot to handle. We've got a few more chats to go through. We've got to find out who has won the Starfinder big box. That I'm really excited about. And we just got to have a good time doing this. So we can read some comments right now as we look through. And I find my favorite ship of names.
Ooh.
A while ago, Ziochu said good job to me when I shot and hit my one shot for the entire campaign. So I just really appreciate the support, as that was literally a shot of a lifetime and will probably never happen again. So thank you very much.
That was really exciting.
I couldn't have done it without the support of the fans, truly.
Oh man, there are some good ones out here. So continue reading some comments, because I'm picking through here. Go for it. Keep going.
Hashtag slug hot dog.
Oh my lord.
He was a slug taquito. Hashtag slug rug. This is all positive, Kurd. Silent. Crossbones.
Oh
it's so silly.
It's a mug and a blanket.
Silent H has been on this for a few weeks now. Roll for addiction? With all these stim packs we've been using?
Oh boy. Oh boy,
yeah,
oh
we should
boy.
probably take care of that and stop using them.
All right. Are we ready to hear are you ready to hear all of these ship names that we've gotten? They're not all of them, but these are the greatest ones.
Absolutely.
All right. Becky McAllister. Man, this one's good. Mork. Mog and the fork he wanted to befriend.
Yes.
Mork.
Then Twice Spark 16 has Detrix, Detrian and Phoenix. I like that one. Megan Jackson has a Bedzigno. Their friendship is out of this world. McCrankystank has Nomog, but it's spelled Gnogmog. Gnogmog. So Nomog. Then Skylily has Nog, No, and Mog. And
I love that.
Nog. Christina at Sleepless Chi has Mogno, Detronix, and Nozagak. And Dave D has Phenog. Oh, I like that one so much. Phenog is great. And Wild Ferric has Phono, Phoenix, and No. But there is one winner.
No.
There is one winner, and it comes from Merle. And Merle from No Bedzigno. So Merle, congratulations, you have won. Please contact us. We have the email that you can send to. We have the show's Twitter page that you can send to. Any of those things, you can direct message us, and we will get your address. And as long as you are in North America, you will be sent a Starfinder beginner box from Paizo. Remember, PaizoCon is just around the corner. There's so much that's happening this week because of PaizoCon. First of all, tomorrow, you have your day off. All right? That's good. Rest up, because it's a busy week. Then on Monday, we got Crits and Giggles. All right? And Wes is going to join us for Crits and Giggles. It's going to be insane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I'm no captain on in that one, so get ready for a whole different character.
Jamie runs a very, very fun game. Get ready, because she will freeze your heart out little by little. Wes, you're in for a treat, because I'm not one to toot my wife's horn, but she's awesome. Then
P. McAllister wants to know which one did you think of, Ben? Because you hyped it up pretty hard. So
right,
similar to your Rob Schneider joke, I'm expecting perfection.
Mongolio Ideazagak.
Mongolodian
Azak.
Mongolodian
just come up with that?
No, I came up with this days ago. You can ask Jamie. I definitely did.
Did. But then everybody at him and I went, do you mean Mac? For Mog and Abedzagak.
That also is very good. But that's no Mork, all right? And that's no Bedzago. No Bedzano, all right? But it's still pretty dang good. So that's Monday. Crits and Giggles is Monday. Tuesday is a special one because PaizoCon starts on Tuesday, and we, the DAT Network, get to start off their live stream events. We get to start off their actual play events, and we are playing some DAT Heroic Endeavors. It's going to be incredible. Jamie and I are going to be in on that one, playing some Pathfinder 2e, and I got to say, I don't think the world is ready for my character. I don't think even Jim, who knows about my character, is ready for my character. Then Wednesday, we have the day off before Thursday. You have your second to last episode of Rise of the Runt Lords for this season. If you're enjoying those characters, you better get in because there's only 2 more episodes left until they say goodbye for a little bit. And then Friday, yet another incredible show of DAT Heroic Endeavors. Man, Jim is coming up with some great stories for those Friday nights, and we're really excited about them. And then Saturday, we're back here. All right, we're ready to go. We're ready to show some Starfinder love, and PaizoCon's happening all throughout the week. My mind is exploding with all the awesome things that are happening this week. I can't wait for them, and I can't wait for you to be a part of them as well. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
Yeah, we had.
Happy birthday, Wes! Oh.
Thank you.
We had a couple of follows and stuff. Follows from Forever Falling and Kindle 4673. A couple of subs. Twice Spark 16 gifting to Mel the Misfit 1. Willow Ridley gifting to Nightbot. And
hey, Nightbot!
Cheers from Velvet Lee 18, Silent H, Phil Polaria, and Andy G 8100. So thank all of you guys out there.
And then
I do have so much.
I do have one more thing. I know I'm terrible. I know I'm mean. I know I'm heartless. But tonight was really, really good. Role-playing and action, you all did a fantastic job. So each and every one of you, and because I'm feeling warm and cozy because it's Wes's birthday, each of you is getting a point of inspiration.
Finally, I've been working so hard, Ben.
Good job. You all are doing a great job. So that's just a little gift from me.
What does it do again?
It's a reroll. You get to choose to reroll whenever you want to.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
Anyway, we loved it here. We love hanging out with you. You refuse to thank you, Ben?
No. I refuse to thank you, Ben. I thank Wes for this. Thank you, Wes, and happy
birthday.
That's
fair.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wes. Thanks for being born on a Saturday.
Yeah, thank you. And
how do you know he was born on a Saturday?
Well, just today, this exact Saturday, it worked out for us.
Worked out. Also, thank you guys very much for the cupcakes. This was adorable. I did not expect it at all. So thank you.
Are you?
I really appreciate it.
Are they yummy?
Yes, I've eaten one and it's delicious.
Good.
Yay.
Friends, we have a wonderful time doing this. We have a wonderful time having you be here. This is so much fun. I look forward to it all week because it's a blast to be here with all of you. We hope you had a wonderful time, and we'll catch you next time for some more Things in Space.
Things in space.
Things in space.